Welcome to the Grizzled Geek. I'm Mike.
I'm Shane.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Doug.
And we're here with the second half of Volume 5 music for RWBY.
That's right. We finally got the last video. I was stopped slacking.
That's right. And I know you guys have been asking for it. I know it's been a while. And some of this we filmed as our clothes changed, except for Kirsten.
No, her sweater changed.
Her sweater changed, true.
Yeah.
Some of this we filmed when the first three came out. So these are all our first time reactions. Going over all this, listening to it.
We just finally got the final one.
Yeah.
Somebody got me back into Warhammer, so I've been working extra hours to afford to have it.
Yeah. And we've been editing videos for 2 channels now. 2 channels.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, here we go. We're going to be watching the videos or the music videos for Volume 5 soundtrack, second half. There we go.
Yeah.
I knew it was something. We're watching something today.
Yeah.
RWBY related. All right.
This one is Smile.
Smile. Here we go.
Here we go.
Child, our daughter, sit while we talk a while. You've done no misdeed, still they'll put your life on trial. Born like your family, far from any state of grace. You're as perfect as the wind and sky, but they'll treat you like you're out of place. This world is cold. The power is with those who would judge and control, but we have a chance to make it right. This is what you'll do. Show them how you smile. It's only for a while. Take what you need, leave them to bleed. Let them know bitter while your revenge is sweet. Keep the secret, pretending you're just like them. Live there like a princess in the kingdom of selfish men. Play their game now,
Well,
I assume that's about Chameleon Girl.
Yeah.
His name
Ilya.
Ilya.
The person, I can't forget her. She got the best story growth in all of last chat, all of last volume.
Okay, well.
All right, so what do we think of Smile?
Didn't make me.
Yeah.
Didn't make me smile.
I agree. I was
What?
pretty motionless
Yes,
through the whole thing.
I don't know if Jeff Williams was rushed in this volume or what, but the songs just weren't. Some of the songs were great,
Yeah.
but most of the songs so far, if I remember correctly, weren't all that.
Yeah, they don't catch you like the first few volumes.
Yeah.
Songs
Right.
are just like
There were a few that are really good,
pull you
and
in.
they stand up with any of the other ones. But then the volume as a whole doesn't have the feeling so far that the first four did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love the first four, like all of them. Like even songs I'm not really into,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still listen to when I'm listening to the volumes.
Yeah.
This is the first one that actually has songs that I tend to skip when and I mean,
Yeah.
that's honestly that's a test for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's been songs, but in other volumes, where I'm like, I'm not really into that song.
Yeah.
That's not a great song. But then I
You
still listen to
them.
it. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, I don't want to, yeah.
Penny
I
didn't
feel
like
like
him
there
either.
Yeah,
was-
Vanny didn't like it either.
I feel like there was so much material that could have been used in this volume. Like, yeah, cool, Ilya song, but like, what was this about? How like her parents wanted her to like hurt the humans, but like smile. Like,
Which is not what we got from the actual volume.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know. They're like
Yeah, I'm
the
like,
whole.
yeah.
They could have done like the
Her
whole
parents
rise
singing-
up, like all the fauna, like
Yeah.
rising up together and like doing great things, or they could have done like facing up to the Raven, like blanking on people's names. Yang's like feelings as she's like fighting her mother or like speaking to her mother. Like there are momentous moments that could have been written into song, and they picked like such weird things to write songs about.
The thing, the problem with this is they have this volume was not completely written when they started the soundtrack, right? So they gave them ideas and concepts that they had to make songs about, and it wasn't done. Unlike this next volume, which is actually why I'm excited about this next one coming up, is that it's going to be mostly written before they,
But yeah, if I'm not misremembering, that's how they did the music for all the other volumes too.
Wow.
But I think maybe this one was just one of the ones like, because like
maybe they had a stronger idea of where they're going in the other volumes than this one.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then maybe that's like we're like Roses 2, like Doug says, it doesn't fit Ruby. That might be another case of where they had one idea and scrapped it for this story to go in a different direction. So
I think this volume's soundtrack is much like the fight at the end of this volume, in that there's some really great moments, but basically set amongst
a bunch of
meandering and people disappearing.
Like there are parts of all these songs that were like, I went like, this is cool, let's get going with this, but then it like takes a weird turn.
Well, and the song accurately reflects her character, but not any actual events that happen in her life. We don't know her parents were like that, but we do know that she went to school and could blend in if she wanted, but chose not to, and chose to be, true to being fond and stuff.
Yeah, and then her parents died, and then she got all...
This makes it sound like her parents were like, maybe that's how
pushing her to be like anti-human.
I need you to sneak into the school
Infiltrate.
to learn all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then just smile like everything's good.
Yeah.
Once you learn everything, we'll get revenge.
And then take it and use it against them.
Yeah, exactly.
Murder everybody.
I didn't get that from the volume, but I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the way she just sees things.
Or maybe that's how they wanted her to be, and then like they started writing her out and was like, maybe we should take her a different way.
We want a redemption story.
Well, yeah, because if you, and
seems like we chose not to redeem Cinder or Emerald.
Maybe,
or,
who
they
knows?
were too far to be redeemed.
There are. They did a good job with Ilya of, and this is we're getting away from the music here, but I guess it's relevant to the song. Is they did a good job of having her on that edge, but never going so far that you're like, I don't want her to be redeemed now.
Right.
Yeah, she was the one in the redemption that I didn't mind.
Although I gotta admit, I really didn't have a whole lot of strong feelings for Ilya throughout that entire show. Like, she was just another character.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care one way or another that what happened.
Even the whole, like, you know, I wanted you to look at me like you looked at Adam kind of thing. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
As I say, neither did Blake, and that was half the problem.
Right.
Yeah. So you think if the music this volume would have been more about what you cared about in the volume itself, you would have liked it more, or was it just that?
Well, just a little more topical and made sense.
Yeah, maybe if I could have found more to care about in the volume.
That's true. Too. I don't know. I thought about that too at first, but I feel like there are plenty of moments that were like meaningful, like when the girls all got back together and they had their meal together and they're like home warming, like everyone's together. Like there could have been like a talk about how like all the things they've gone through and then like coming back together and how wonderful it is. Like you can make songs about that sort of stuff, but they chose Ilya and her parents having talks while she was all going away.
I don't feel like this soundtrack had any of those like super upbeat or super like fast-paced, catchy.
Didn't have a
fight songs or
except for the intro song.
Except for the intro.
Yeah.
Which all the intros have been strong.
Intros have been pretty good, yeah.
Again, I would still make the argument that they've gone downhill since 2.
2, yeah.
2.
I think 1 and 2 are really like neck and
3.
neck my favorite.
3 is one of my favorites.
I like 3, but it's not as good as 1 and 2, in my opinion.
I think
and
2 is my
4
favorite.
is not as good as 3. 5 is definitely not as good.
5 is definitely not as good.
You know, it's generally how albums go for most bands.
That's true.
That's true.
And to be fair, of all of the volumes that they've done up to this point, to have like a handful of songs that just haven't been good, as opposed to all of the songs they have good, this is a pretty good record, or pretty good, record for them.
Yeah.
True.
This one it's number 5 in the soundtrack. It's All Things Must Die.
Really a cheery song.
Yeah.
It'll pick you up for the day.
That's right. Are we ready to be picked up?
Yes. Let's do it.
We're going to put it down. Bring it down, look down.
Here's some Visine.
Some conjunctivitis.
Yes, wash your hands before you rub your eyes.
Day by day it's nearer, step by step you grow closer to your ruin. Soon your time to go.
my big problem is I mean, I know he put Raven up there, but there was nothing to indicate that was Raven's song.
I think that's the song that plays when Raven and Cinder are fighting.
Are fighting?
Yeah.
Well, but it could be from Cinder's perspective.
Yeah, well, I figure that's Raven's perspective when she's raiding the villages. Because she is a bandit and kills, and she's responsible for the death of at least one whole village we know of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's not a nice person. So, yeah, maybe that's their perspective, like when she's raiding villages. It is the one, in my opinion, that is playing when her and Cinder fight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so. I got what they're trying to do with the discordant, like, rhythms and singing and stuff, but yeah, it was too discordant to me.
Right. It'd be like a really good guitar riff all of a sudden, and then they're going to switch, right? And you're like, okay, I'm trying to keep up with what they're doing musically, and I mean,
it never set a mood.
Yeah.
Well, the words didn't either, because regardless of whether or not, you know, they didn't seem to fit anybody's philosophy.
Yeah.
Nobody really came across as that type of person.
Yeah.
Like, Raven just seems kind of selfish, not like she's introspective like that.
Yeah.
You had a good life, now you have to die, sorry. She never came across as that kind of person.
Yeah.
I would have said that, you know.
That's it. It definitely does seem more Cinder or Salem than Raven.
Yeah. But who knows?
You have to think of somebody else for a change. For that to fit. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Like the Raven hater.
I don't like Raven.
I think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I think story-wise, we've been pointed towards her getting a redemption by sacrificing herself for Yang. I don't want that to happen. I don't think she deserves it.
Actually,
but
I think it's fine with her sacrificing herself for Yang. I still don't like her.
Yeah.
It won't redeem her for it. You know, she can sacrifice herself for Yang all she wants.
Right.
So, but
it'd feel pretty pointless.
Yeah. Like, whatever.
All right. This one is number 6 in the tracks. Is This Time, also is From Shadows Part 2.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go.
Interesting.
somebody must have mined it from an episode or something like that, because I've heard this for months.
Yeah.
In other playlists. I like it. I like it fine.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of it. I want to like it. I love the pacing and like the tune and everything, and I like the main part of the song. I forget what that's called, but like
the refrain or
the chorus.
The chorus. That's it. I like the main part of the song, but like all the beginning stuff kind of seemed out of place and like it didn't really fit. I don't know. I wanted it to be more about her, like getting over being afraid of, doing the right thing.
Confronting her past.
Yeah, but it was more like.
No, this is
let's
more
fight
about
a war.
This is more about rallying the people.
Yeah.
Of
I think
Menagerie.
I think for me, a lot of it, because the music was fine. I liked it better than the last one. I think the big problem for me is it brings up this part of Volume 5 that I didn't like.
Yeah.
So the part I was disappointed in Volume 5, this song reminds me of, like, all right, wow, the whole letdown after a volume buildup of this confrontation.
Yeah. This song just felt uninspired. I don't want to bag on Jeff. We love him. I love all of his stuff, but it's just From Shadows is an awesome song.
Yeah.
It gets you pumped up. It gets you going.
Yeah.
This one just was kind of there.
Yeah.
The music didn't do it, and the lyrics didn't do it. One of the two have to.
Yeah.
And at this point, neither one of them did it.
It's a big difference between the typical song in previous volumes and all of the songs in this volume. These are all storytelling songs that are trying to get a message that isn't easily
conveyed.
Not that it's not easily conveyed. It's not easily put into lyrics that are that have the same beat and the same you have a chorus that repeats over and over that's catchy and stuff like that. It doesn't have that because it's trying to be more storytelling wise. It's almost like they're singing a poem or something like that about the events that are going on in the show, and those aren't necessarily as catchy as we're used to in the songs.
I mean, I gotta give the guys credit. Like they've released 30 or 40 songs now. And 30 or 40 songs to have one or two that I don't like. That's a hell of an achievement. Most bands release one song I do like. So
that's true.
It's funny because it's true.
It is very true.
So I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from Jeff or Casey or anybody, but
talented as hell. But this is I think I said these songs, like I said, they drove emotions from the show, right? So that's what we love about them is because we don't just enjoy the music, we connect them to something we're passionate about, right? So, and then this last one, like I said, it connected me to part of that I wasn't passionate about. Or I'm passionate about, but not in a good way. So, hopefully we can bring us home, Shane. Let's have a good one.
Number 7 is All That Matters.
All That Matters. That's all that matters. So we got a good one out of this one.
Here we go. Possibly.
Yeah.
Click.
Maybe.
Open. All it feels right click.
Never thought that you would stay forever. Never asked you to commit your life. But I can tell you in my heart, I never thought you'd up and leave me without a trace to lead me. And now you're standing here with that look in your eyes, the look that makes me hope I'll just believe your lies. You're lost, you're found, you're hard to pin down. I never know somehow. Thought that I could pull you from the shadows, maybe help you find your wings and fly. But you're a path no longer that I travel. The more I'm just defeated, my past mistakes repeated. I'll risk it once again to have you near my side. Another chance to let you just destroy my pride. You're lost, you're found, you're hard to pin down. I never know if you'll come through. Then you appear. Together we're here, and that's all that matters somehow. I feel like I'm running out of energy. Will you just take everything in stride? The way I feel to you is no big deal. It's sad, but it's true, that the one thing I can count on is that I can't count on You're lost, you're found, you're hard to pin down. I never know if you'll come through. Then you appear. Together we're here, and that's all that matters somehow.
Interesting.
Well, another one, Mike.
You like that
And
one?
No.
it's funny because it reflects how Yang became in this volume, where
Yeah.
she became very jaded about
Yeah.
Yeah.
about pretty much everybody.
I like
and
the song.
mistrustful of people and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was pretty much I'm clinging to RWBY, and I don't
Right.
care
Yeah.
about anybody else or anything else.
Right.
So, in that sense, this was a accurate song, I guess.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it doesn't reflect the resolution. Right?
That's true.
It gives it one line, and that's all that matters somehow, and that's a very ambiguous line.
Well,
They weren't. There wasn't like a
They
all
all
is forgiven ending.
yeah, they all hugged it out, but there's nothing that says that she doesn't feel this way inside. That you're here, but how long?
Yeah, I can't.
She isn't,
How can I trust you? Are you gonna be here to stay? What
But because what this song points out and what her behavior that whole volume was is irrational distrust of everybody because of what happened to her.
Right.
She basically gave her one reason, why can't I think of Blake?
Yeah.
Blake gave Yang one reason. I mean, she didn't give her a chance to say why she left or anything like that. She just irrationally goes, "Bah, you screwed me over," kind of thing.
Right.
And oh, yeah, I know you've held this secret from all of society to protect them for thousands of years or whatever.
Right.
But you didn't tell us, your second-year students. So screw you, Osmond. Right. You know, everything was an irrational response to what happened to her.
I wouldn't say it was completely irrational, though.
No, it was irrational.
I don't think it was irrational.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get that argument about the Osmond thing later. But even with Blake, or how her feeling towards Blake, I don't think it's irrational because, I mean, maybe a little bit. She was in her darkest hour, right? She lost a limb. She lost, and then her best friend, up and leaves. Didn't even see her say goodbye, right? Mm-hmm. And then her sister up and leaves, right, on her quest or whatever. She was left alone, in her darkest hours. So yeah, I could see where that would turn someone a little bit jaded. Yeah. Maybe not to this extent, but the reason why it seems so extreme is because it's so opposite of her personality before that, right? Which was the bubbly, optimistic attitude. So when someone like that changes. It's more of a change. Yeah. So it's more of a swing. I don't know. What do you think, Shane? Do you like this one? Or you didn't like this one?
No, I mean I don't hate it. I just
I like the song. I didn't. I mean, actually, this is one I actually liked out of the three.
And I agree. Like there wasn't a whole lot of redemption for Blake in Yang's eyes during the volume.
Yeah.
But there wasn't even the. In this song, there wasn't even the I'm going to go ahead and try and forgive you, or the hope that Blake that Yang will forgive Blake.
Yeah,
that there is at least at the end of the volume, right? Because I mean, in my personal opinion, I'm fairly sure Weiss talking to Yang, let her helped her understand hey, there are reasons why she did this. You are being irrational.
Yeah, we're I mean. Giving her a chance, maybe.
Yeah,
but I think the drama is still going to play out this next volume.
Yeah, and there's definitely going to be some conflict there, but there's at least at the end of the volume, we know that there's going to be a chance for them to get over each other. Or more likely, it's going to happen. If they don't, that's just going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Because that means that Yang's gone further down that road than any of us wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Well, the other thing to remember is these songs aren't necessarily canon. No. They're just their interpretation of what's going on based on the story details they were given.
I heard that you asked. Bumblebee is, for some people think Bumblebee's canon as hell.
Hate to break it to you all, Yang's going to end up alone.
Well, and I don't think the song necessarily is just Yang talking to Blake. I think it's kind of a piece of each of the girls, coming back together, their feelings on, Weiss was equally just flown away, and then all of a sudden she reappears, and are you going to stay this time, or are you going to go run home to daddy?
Right.
It's equally each of the girls, joint feelings, despite everything that's happened, all that really matters is we're all here.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Right. No matter what happens or how long you stay.
Yeah.
Right now is what matters.
Yeah.
So, So, we look at it that way. Like I said, I like the song, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was trying to say before, I think my real problem with it is the ambiguity of that line. Suddenly that's all that matters, or whatever it is that can be said sarcastically. In your eyes, oh, that's all that matters. You're here now, right? Which, I mean, it's very ambiguous, and I don't like that ambiguity in the song. So.
Imagine about a cartoon about 4 girls inspires this much passion about the music about that cartoon.
This can't be right.
God damn it, you're being irrational. Snap out of it. Yeah. All right, folks, there you have it. The second half of Volume 5 soundtrack. Tell us what you thought of it. Tell us exactly what what we got wrong.
Yeah, tell us how much you disagree and how terrible we are for making fun of this.
Sacrilege! How dare you not love every song? Yeah. Just let us know. Obviously, people love this soundtrack. So tell us why you love it. Where we're wrong. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Maybe we're missing something out of it. Maybe there's just something we're not thinking about.
Let's have a discussion about it. Yeah. So, thank you once again for watching us watch RWBY stuff. We'll be back again next time with some more RWBY stuff. Please, keep an eye out for our other reactions to Camp, Nobody Nowhere.
I think I might have My Hero Academia fixed.
We might have My Hero Academia fixed, where we can actually.
It's about time.
Not get blocked, so we can finish that one off. But yeah, Also,
check out our second channel.
Check out our second channel. If you're into gaming and miniature wargaming or tabletop gaming at all, we started a new channel, the Grizzled War Master. I'll have a link down below. So we're taking all the gaming stuff off of this channel, so it's going to be strictly nerd culture, reaction stuff to RWBY and that. So our gaming content won't clutter it if that's what you're interested in. Or if you are interested, go check out the other one. Yeah. You know, go support us over there. Give us a like and subscribe. Yeah. We really appreciate it.
Even if you're not interested, go over there and subscribe to us.
Let's get that number count up. Yeah,
there's lots of cool stuff. Even if you're not into board games, you guys cover like D&D and things like that. Like all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And we're,
we will be doing on that channel an unboxing of Combat Ready when it comes out.
Yes.
Our local store owner supported the Kickstarter and told us we could come and unbox it for him.
Oh, cool.
Saying he's going to let us film it. So
thank you, Darren.
That would be awesome.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you once again. We'll be back next time with some more reaction stuff. So until then, please like, subscribe, support the channel if you want to with the links down below. Become a patron and get access to all this stuff early, including our RWBY discussions on there that are just for our patron supporters. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.